Good morning, students. We all know that your experience of holidays and fun time has been shattered by this terrifying condition of being trapped. Don't worry, we teachers have beautifully planned lesson plans for you all. In today's session, we will be learning about an interesting topic from Chapter 2, Fractions and Decimals for Class 7. In this presentation, we will be learning about subtopics and concepts related to decimals so that you all can solve exercise questions easily. We all know that whole numbers have ones as the smallest place values. But is it possible to keep going to smaller values than ones? To show smaller values than ones, a decimal point or dot is placed after the ones place. Let's look at this example, 46.378. This is a decimal number. The numbers expressed in decimal forms are called decimals. Let's quickly recap some of the decimal concepts that you have already learned in your previous classes. A decimal number has two parts separated by a dot called a decimal point. The two parts are whole number part and the decimal part. As we move to the right of the decimal point, each place is 10 times smaller than the previous one. The first place to the right of the dot is the 10th place, and the place value of the digit 3, which is at 10th place, is 3/10. We can also write in decimal form as 0.3. The place value of the digit 7, which is at 100th place, is 7 upon 100, and we can also write in decimal form as 0.07. The place value of the digit 8, which is at 1000th place, is 8 upon 1000, and we can write in decimal form as 0.008. Each digit to the right of the decimal point will represent a fraction whose denominator is the power of 10. This is the place value chart showing the places of the whole number part and decimal part of a decimal number. Decimals in expanded form. Writing decimals in expanded form means that writing each number according to its place value. In expanded form, you need to multiply each digit by its place and then adding those place values together. Let's take this example, 317.29. This is the decimal number. And if you want to write it in expanded form, you have to write the place values of each digit and add it up. See, place value of 3 is 300, place value of 1 is 10, place value of 7 is 7, place value of 2 is 0.2. You can also write 2 upon 10. Place value of 9 is 0.09. You can also write 9 upon 100. And see, this is the expanded form of this decimal number. Comparison of decimals numbers. While comparing the decimals, first we need to compare the whole number part. When the whole number part is same, then we compare the tenths part. When the digit at the tenths place is same, then we compare the digit at the hundredth place. Let's look at this example. We have two decimal numbers, 19.023 and 19.027. If we want to compare, first we'll compare the whole number part, which is same. Then we'll compare the tenth part, that is also same. The digit at the hundredth place is also same. So now we'll see the digits at the thousandth place. Here it is 3, here it is 7. 7 is greater than 3, so we can say that 19.027 is greater than 19.023. Need of decimals. While converting lower units of money, length and weight to their higher units, we are required to use decimals. Remember students, in conversions, whenever you are converting higher unit to lower unit, we are multiplying. When we are converting lower unit to higher unit, we are always dividing. Let's take this example. 5 kilometer plus 75 meter, you need to convert it into kilometer. 5 kilometers is already in kilometers, so we need to convert 75 meter into kilometer. 75 meter is smaller unit, so we need to convert to it higher unit. So we need to divide 75 by 1000 and we'll change it to kilometer. The answer will be 5.075 kilometer. Let's take up another example. 3 kilogram plus 767 gram.
Again, 767 gram has to be converted into kilogram, lower unit to higher unit. So we need to divide 767 by 1000 and it will be changed into kilometer. The answer will be then 3.767 kilogram when we are adding up 3 kilogram and 767 upon 1000 kilogram. Let's come up to next topic, that is multiplication of decimals. When a decimal is multiplied by 10, 100, 1000 or so on, the digits in the product are same as in the decimal number. See, the product digits and the decimal number digits are same, but the decimal point in the product is shifted to the right by as many of the places as there are zeros over 1. See, the decimal point, there is 1 0, so decimal point will shift one place to the right. In this example, 2.97 into 100, we have two zeros over 1, so decimal point will shift two places to the right. So the answer will be 297. In the third example, 2.38 is multiplied by 1000. We have three zeros, so decimal point will shift three places to the right. So the product will be 2380. Multiplication of a decimal number by a whole number. This is a simple three-step trick to multiply a decimal point by a whole number. In step 1, we need to see the number of decimal places. In 5.8, we have only one decimal place. Decimal place means number of digits to the right of the decimal point. In 7, there is no decimal place. So in total, we have only one decimal place. In step 2, we need to ignore the decimal point and multiply as if they are whole numbers. Multiplying 58 by 7, the product will be 406. In step 3, we need to put a decimal point in the product. So after multiplying 58 by 7, the product is 406, but we have only one decimal place. So we'll shift the dot to one place to the left now. And our final answer is 40.6. Multiplication of decimals by a decimal number. In this, solve this question yourself. The method is same, students. Ignore the decimal point and multiply as if they are whole numbers. Then count the decimal places too, and then put a dot, put a decimal point in the product after counting the decimal places. Like multiply 24 and 61. The product will be 1464. Then we have five decimal places. Put a dot, count from the right towards left the five decimal places and put a dot. The answer will be 0.01464. Solve it yourself. Let's solve this word problem, students. If a group of people set out in 14 canoes and they each canoe for 8.6 miles, how many total miles were traveled by the canoes? Solve it yourself, and then the answer, you can verify your answer with 120.4 miles. This is the answer which I've written here. So you need to solve it yourself and verify your answer. Coming up to next topic is division of decimals. While dividing a number by 10, 100, 1000 or so on, the digit of the number, decimal number and the quotient are same. But the decimal point in the quotient shifts to the left by as many places as there are zeros over 1. Let's look at this. When 2.38 is divided by 10, it's a division sign, so the decimal point will shift to the left. We have 1 0 here over 1, so the decimal point will shift one place to the left. The answer will be, the quotient will be 0.238. In next example, 2.38 divided by 100. Here also the decimal point will shift to the left, two places to the left. The answer will be 0.0238. Third example, we have three zeros, so the decimal point will shift three places to the left. The answer will be 0.00238. Division of decimals by whole numbers. When you are dividing a decimal number by a whole number, we need to change the decimal number to the fractions. And see, 6.4, when it is changed into fraction, it is 64 upon 10. And then division sign, when you are converting a division sign into multiplication sign, you need to find the reciprocal of the next number. That is, the reciprocal of 4 is 1 by 4. Then solve it, and then your answer will be 1.6. Similarly, another decimal number is 12.96 when it is dividing by a whole number 4. Here also convert this decimal number into a fractional number, which is 1296 upon 100. The division sign is converted into multiplication sign, and then find the reciprocal of the next number. That is, reciprocal of 4 is 1 upon 4. Then you solve it. 324 upon 100. 324 divided by 100. The decimal point will shift 2 places to the left. The answer will be 3.24. That is our quotient. Let's look at another type of questions, that is division of decimals by another decimal. Both are decimals here, but the method is same. Again, you convert this decimal number into a fraction number, that is 64 upon 10, and 1.6 is converted into fraction number, that is 16 upon 10. Division sign, when you're changing into multiplication, you need to find the reciprocal of 1.6, that is reciprocal of 16 upon 10 is 10 upon 16. Solve it, reduce it, your answer will be 4. Similarly, the next example is divide these decimal numbers. 22.5 is also reduced to fraction numbers. 1.5 is also changed to a fraction number. When you are changing division sign into multiplication, find the reciprocal of 15 upon 10, that is 10 upon 15. Solve it, your answer, quotient will be 15. Let's solve this word problem, students. If each canoe carries 5.49 kilograms of gear while hiking out of the total of 87.84 kilograms, how many canoes are there total? So you also divide these, and 87.84 should be divided by 5.49, and do solve it like how I have explained to you earlier in the previous slides, and the answer will be 16 canoes. Verify your answer with this one. Dear students, these are some of the practice questions I planned for you. These are covering all the subtopics of decimals. Try solving it yourself.
Keep practicing these questions. Stay safe and healthy. Thanks, everyone.